Deli. It's in Breckenridge, right on the corner of Main Street and Watson. It's by the gondola. So if you are headed out today, make sure you stop by, grab a burrito. Speaking of which, our Watch and Win prize today is a burrito and a drink. So you definitely want to call in and win that. Then you can head up onto the mountain. It should be a really great day out there. So it's definitely perfect location right on your way up. And I am here with Will this morning. Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
Good. I'm glad that it warmed up a little bit. Yesterday it was way too cold to be outside this early.
Yeah, it's been super frigid in the morning, that's for sure.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll warm up a little bit and people will get out on the mountain. If they're going on the mountain, they definitely need a helmet. You have a helmet here. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, so I brought an igniter with MIPS. It's a sweet protection. This is a European brand helmet out of Norway. They actually started making kayak helmets and kind of trickled over into mountain biking and snow industry. This one has 26 ventilation slits on it, so you have polycarbonate.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got polycarbonate covering all the holes, and then you have 2 inlets on the front, which is where your ventilation is going to come in. So these are all export ventilation. On this helmet too, you have an Aussie grip, which is going to be your fit system here on the back. So you just press it in, and then this pulls it out right here. It's also got an static liner in it, so in here it's going to be nice and antimicrobial, antibacterial. So these are pretty sweet helmets.
Every time you show me these helmets, I'm fascinated because I feel like I probably started out with like a bike helmet the first time that I went snowboarding. And now even the helmet that I have now, I need to come see you because the helmet that I have now, it has like my ventilation system is like you pull out something from the inside. You know what I'm talking about? You like pull out the padding and that's pretty much it. This is so cool.
Every year they get better every year. So the technology keeps escalating. Another cool thing about this helmet though is it's got triple EPS foam in the front and back, so it's a lot more durable when you take hits to the front and back of the helmet, which is pretty neat. So it's probably it's one of those helmets that goes above the safety standards that needs to be met for sure.
That's great. So, like I said, I have an old school helmet. If I come to Craniologie, you guys are really well educated. I know you could tell me all about the helmets, but basically what's going to happen? I walk in and I'm like, somebody help me. There's all these helmets and goggles. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so when you walk in, essentially we'll fit you up. So we have measuring tape, we'll measure your head, get you in the proper fitting helmet, then we'll move on to the goggle side of it, because essentially when you get on a mountain, you want to be nice and comfortable and warm. And when you're not comfortable and warm, you're probably not going to use the equipment that you have. So
that's true. And you can't enjoy your time out there if you're worried about safety. Like, you don't have a helmet, you can't have that much fun because you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to fall because I don't want to crack my head open. So it's definitely important to have those things. And you also mentioned comfort, and you brought some socks with you as well.
Yeah, so 0.6, these things are really cool. Peter Duke, who actually started Smart Wool, these are out of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. So they're a Colorado native sock. They're reinforced in the toe and the heel, so they're extremely durable. Ooh. It's got nylon woven into the toe piece right here, and then also the heel piece. They've also got some ventilation right here, so your socks aren't going to get totally like saturated with sweat. It's going to vent really well for you.
And that's definitely something that's important, because if you're out there and your feet are sweating while you're coming down the mountain, you get on the chairlift, and then by the time you're back up, your feet are freezing cold. So those are great.
The awesome thing about these is, depending on what sport you're doing, like for skiing, they put an extra pad right here in the shin piece. That way, you know, your shin sitting in a ski boot all day, it's not totally uncomfortable. So
that's great. So I can come to Craniologie, I can get my new helmet, I can get my new goggles, I can grab some great socks. What else can I find there?
We got goggles, helmets, socks, gloves. We do a lot of beanies, pretty much anything from the neck up, and then GoPro.
And your feet.
Yep.
From the neck up and your feet.
And your feet.
And GoPro. So if somebody wants to find you or find out more information, how can they do that?
So we're on 101 North Main Street, Breckenridge, Colorado, which is pretty much the center of town in Lincoln and Maine.
Yeah, corner of Lincoln and Maine. Simple to find. It's a nice big store. You guys have that nice giant deck outside. Definitely really easy to find.
Yeah.
Well, Will, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully I'll see you out there on the mountain, or maybe I'll even come into the store, grab myself a new helmet and some new goggles, because I discovered the other day that I have low light goggles. Was I telling you that?
Yeah.
I ran into the store the other day and I was like, guys, I need new goggles because I've just discovered mine are low light, and that's why I can never see anything, because I only go outside when it's sunny.
Yeah, having the proper lens makes all the difference. Right?
So awesome. I'm going to come down to Craniologie. You should come down to Craniologie too, on the corner of Lincoln and Main Street. Don't go anywhere because we are going to take a short break, but we will be right back.